PowerStore has an excellent REST API. It is very comprehensive and it allows storage engineers to deal with all aspects of the array, such as block and file provisioning, system settings, monitoring, data protection, and even importing storage from other arrays. The PowerStore API supports the following HTTP methods: get for retrieving resource information, post for creating new resources and executing actions, patch for modifying resources, and the delete method. The exchange of data to and from the API is done in JSON format. The official developer's guide PDF can be found in this link. Additionally, one can access the SwaggerUI from the array itself under the SwaggerUI #URI. After logging into Swagger, the first thing that catches your attention is how extensive the API is, due to PowerStore being a block and file storage array. In Swagger, you can see all the different API calls available. They are grouped by resource, and you can see individual calls details by just clicking on them. For GET calls, one can see the parameters available. Any mandatory parameters are marked with a red asterisk. The responses section shows the different responses the API will provide for a given call, including the response code and the response itself. We can also see the response model, which provides details about each individual field. For post and patch calls, we can see in detail how to construct the JSON body, both through an example and through the model. Again here, any mandatory fields are tagged with a red asterisk. The API uses basic authentication. Communications are secured by SSL. Additionally, any state-changing requests, such as post, patch, and delete, require a CSRF token. We can extract the CSRF token from the header of the response of any GET call. Let's see now the REST API in action. For this demo, I will use a Postman collection that contains practical examples of some of the most common API calls. You can download these and other Dell EMC product collections from this GitHub repo. If you're new to Postman, you can find detailed instructions on how to use these collections in this blog article. If we expand the PowerStore collection, we can see that currently contains 18 sample API calls. Before executing any call, we need to make sure we have configured an environment with our array details. Your environment must look like this. Please note that the values must go in the current value column. The token field will be set dynamically when you execute either the get alerts or the get volumes calls. Let's select get volumes and click send. We can see what volumes are currently configured in the array. In the response headers, we can see that the array has provided the token. If we expand now the create volume call and look at the request headers, we can see that the token variable is no longer empty. The body tab shows the details required to create a new volume in JSON format. If we run the get volumes call now, we can verify that the volume has been created. The PowerStore REST API features the following parameters that allow you to modify the output of GET requests: select, filter, and order. These three together turn the API GET operations into a very powerful query language that developers can leverage to create automation workflows. In order to ensure that API calls don't take more resources than necessary, by default, GET requests only return the ID of the resource objects available. If we want to retrieve more than that, we need to explicitly request what fields we want. We can also filter the response against the set of criteria and sort the output. We can leverage the pagination capabilities when the response includes more than 100 elements. In this Postman call, we can see how we are explicitly requesting additional volume information, such as name, size, type, and description. If we remove the select statement, only volume IDs are shown. In the getDriveSample call, we can see that by matching specifically the type equals drive, we have avoided displaying information that was not relevant to us. Here we can see that by default, the output of this call is sorted by ID, but we can easily sort it by name. In PowerStore, the REST API is a first-class citizen and the foundational feature for automation. PowerStore REST API covers all aspects of array management and provides advanced features to make it more efficient and to increase developer productivity. Thanks for watching.